Deepa Samrinki and Bradwan Ziadeh, Executive Director of the Syrian Center for Political and Strategic Studies. Good evening to you. Syria's interim former Islamist president vowing to protect the Druze minority in Sweden. Can Ahmed al-Shara guarantee anything right now, given what we're seeing happening?
First, thank you for having me. We have to know exactly the timeline of the events and how things evolved. Clashes have been erupted between the Bedouin and the Druze on Wednesday, and this is almost 90 people has been killed between both sides, especially the Druze. And then later, when the government tried to intervene and to help actually calm the situation in Suwaida and send troops there, the Israeli government has been intervened and taxed the troops. This is why, according to different statistics, different organizations, 350 people get killed. And 190 people from those people are from the government and security personnel. By the Israeli side and by some of fraction within the Druze. There is a fighting among the Druze themselves, and then the Israeli attacked the security government. And after the intervention from the U.S. Special envoy, the government decided, as the President Ahmed al-Shara mentioned, decided to withdraw all the troops, and then the clashes erupted again. It is very, very complicated, because if the government sit in and sent more troops in this way, they will get attacked by the Israeli again. And we've seen the pictures. Even the Israeli, they prevent a medical convoys from entering the Suwaida. This is why I think it's much, much complicated. That's the U.S. government has to pressure Israel to stop intervening. The Druze is a part of Syria. They are proud Syrians. They've been in Syria in 100 of years, and they don't need the Israeli help or the Israeli protection. And this is why it's a government responsibility to intervene and to keep security and calm in the city.
Indeed, that has been an early statement from Druze leaders that they don't need Israel to step in and help them in this situation. Ahmed al-Shara, of course, making a statement earlier today saying that he would protect the Druze minority. The situation, of course, going from bad to worse in terms of the ceasefire being broken. And as you point out, Radwan, it is an incredibly delicate and difficult situation. And I'm thinking back to December when Ahmed al-Shara took power, overthrowing Bashar al-Assad, his movement HTS doing that. He vowed taking off his garb of war, putting on a suit, going by his real name, and he vowed to unite Syria. How difficult and how far off does that seem now, given what we are seeing, given the sectarian problems that are coming to the boil right now?
Yeah, now the result is very, very complicated. We've seen the north part of Syria still under the CDF, the Kurdish group, and we've seen now also in the south where the Druze under the different fractions, especially one of the extreme figure, Al-Hijri, who's been inviting the Israeli to intervene on his behalf against the government. I think the result of 14 years of the civil war in Syria is very difficult and complicated. It's not only the Ahmed al-Shara as a leader to unite Syria, but also for the regional powers, especially Israel and the international community, the United States, France, and other countries, to help the Syrian in this difficult situation. The mass atrocities happen under the Assad government. It's very difficult for a small state like Syria to deal with, rather than to deal with the legacy.
Giving all praise to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, Rakahakwadash, double honors to the apostles of Great Millstone, all the bishops and elders who rule well. Salutations, peace and blessings to the house of David by Shadawadah, the elect. Starts with 144,000, the men of the Lord, the servants, the prophets, and it includes the remainder of the remnant, which consists of men, women, and children, believers. They too are going to be delivered out of this coming destruction, and that's what's coming to America, aka Babylon the Great. Total destruction. And This is breaking news. Actually, yesterday, Israel attacked Syria, and you're seeing, as of today, July the 17th, 2025, the hopeful year of our deliverance and of Esau's destruction and judgment. The death toll, the deletion toll is up to 594. All right. And there's a prophecy in the book of Isaiah, the 17th chapter, that is going to be fulfilled in the very near future. Now, when Isaiah was on the scene, during the Assyrian siege of the northern kingdom, all right, circa 732 BC, all right, this prophecy was fulfilled at that time, but that which was then is now, right? There's no new thing under the sun. This is going to happen again. All right, it happened, and it's going to happen again. Isaiah chapter 17 and verse 1, the burden of Damascus, behold, Damascus is taken away from being a city, and it shall be a ruinous heap. That place is going to be turned into a ruinous heap in the very near future. All right. You also had earlier today reporting that Iran is ready to launch a full-scale war against the so-called Israelis, against Amalek. All right, all part of Bible prophecy, right? These are those wars and rumors of wars that Yahweh Shai spoke of, and I'm gonna get that. Matthew's the 24th chapter. It's going down, man. It is going down now. A few more things got to happen before those arrows start to fly from one end of heaven to the other, but it's going down, man. All right. This is the book of Matthew, chapter 24, and verse 6, and ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars, right? Again, I saw a report today. All right, it could have been fake news or what have you. All right, but the guy reporting was talking about Iran launching a full-scale war against Amalek. All right, and eventually that's going to happen. It might not happen today, but it's going to happen. All right, that's a rumor of war right there. All right, and ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. See that ye be not troubled. All right, we don't have to fear any of these things because this is all part of the Lord's program, man. This is his show. All right, this is Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shai's movie, so to say. All right, it says, for all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet. So we're not troubled by these things. Matter of fact, we're measuring the time diligently in itself. All right, we're marking the time. All right, and we're blowing the trumpet through the power and spirit of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, beginning with the elder apostles of Great Millstone on down. All right, it's fixing to get real evil out here. All right, we use some really evil times. It's all part of Jacob's trouble. I'm going to keep reading. In verse 7 it says, for nation shall rise against nation and kingdom against kingdom, and there shall be famines and pestilences and earthquakes in diverse places. All these are the beginning of sorrows. So that's where we are on the prophetic timeline. We're in the beginning of sorrows, okay? Then shall they deliver you up to be afflicted, verse 9, and shall kill you, and ye shall be hated of all nations for my name's sake, right? We know what this whole ICE thing is really for. We know what it's all about. We know what Alligator Alcatraz is about and all these detention centers that they've had for years. Okay, for years they've been building prison camps and internment camps. All right, for the sole purpose of rounding up the children of Israel. All right, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native American Indians, to include you speckled bird brothers and sisters. All right, Esau is about to come down having that wrath, man, because he knows he only has a short time left to rule and reign in this earth. And so it's about to get very, very, very evil. These are very perilous, very perilous times we in. All right. So it would behoove you, if you're one of the Lord's chosen people, or if you're an Israelite, it would behoove you to repent. All right. To come back to the Lord. All right. To start calling upon Yahweh in the name of his only begotten Son, because that's the only chance you got. You got to be one of the elect. All right. But if, the preaching and teaching, all right, of this word resonates with you, all right, you need to start seeking them, because there's coming a time where you won't be able to find them. You're not going to be able to listen to this teaching no more, in the very near future. You won't be able to listen to the apostles of Great Millstone. You won't be able to listen to the bishops or elders of Great Millstone or any of the Akiyam, all right? Any of the sincere brothers pushing this word, pushing this truth on the four corners of the earth. That time's about to be up, man. All right? That time's about to be up. It's time to come back to the Lord. All right. Just a real quick update. Prophecy is short. Lord willing, so like he was edified with that, I want to say shalom.